Right, welcome everyone to my second episode of my F1 2019 career mode. I know it's been a long time since I uploaded my first one, but we move on. So we have decided to go with Williams. We're going to try and work them all the way from the bottom to the top. See, we're massively behind in car development, but we'll just try and do our best, and hopefully in a couple of seasons we'll take them all the way to the top. So doing all the practice sessions, first getting the qualifying.
We're just about ready to kick off today's qualifying here in Melbourne. It's the Australian Grand Prix. And as we wait, poised for the start of what will hopefully be a thrilling qualifying, why don't you tell us, Anthony Davidson, about the things you can do to really get the most out of a car in a session like this?
Well, you're largely limited by the Parc Fermé regulations, of course. Back in the old days, pre-2004, you'd work on both a qualifying setup and a race setup over practice, and then swap them over after qualifying. So the race car was quite different at times to the qualifying car. Nowadays, though, you have to find a compromise that works for both. There are a few things that you can still adjust during the session, such as the differential, the brake bias, and the front wing angle, but that's about it. So it's more about optimizing what you do have and adapting your own style to suit the track conditions.
Alright, get ready to jump out if you get too hot in there. There's a problem with the cooling system, and it's going to take us a few minutes to correct it.
Right, so that's a great start to the season. I've got a fault with the cooling system, so Williams have already got us off to a great start. Right, it's just starting the lap now. My aim for this qualifying session is to out-qualify my teammate. That's my main objective. But to try and get out Q1 would be brilliant. That's what we're going to try and do, but I doubt we can. So let's go on my opening lap through turn 1. Bit wide. And DRS. Only 4/10 slower than Bottas in the first sector. That's not too bad. I'm running the difficulty in 101 AI, so not exactly the AI, not exactly slow. So we're gonna have to pull something out of the bag if we want to get any higher on the back row. Good run through the high-speed chicane there, now into the final sector. And this is where the car feels absolutely horrible. Just such a lack of downforce through this low-speed corner section. But it's been an okay lap. I definitely think I can improve. Lost a bit of time at turn 1, but then around the final corner onto the pit straight. Where does it put us? 19. Brilliant. Wasn't expecting much more, to be honest. I am gonna come in, change my tyres, put on a new set of softs, and hopefully try and just improve on where we are now. Right, so starting our final lap of this session, trying to just improve on P19. I'm probably not going to say much just so I can focus on this lap. So coming around the final corner now on our final lap. We found about a 10th on this lap. I don't think it'll be enough to move forward or anything. It's turned out to be a decent lap. And we go... Where do we go? P17. That's not too bad. It's not the back row, but we're out of qualifying. But that was to be expected. But P17, not too bad. And George... What's happened to Lewis Hamilton? Why is Lewis Hamilton last? Oh, what's happened to him? Let's have a quick look. Did everyone just improve?
New driver drivers, new cars, it's a new Formula One season. But it's the same Albert Park that we've come to know and love for more than 2 decades now that plays host to round 1 of a 21-race championship that takes us from here in Australia across the globe and the eventual season finale at the Yas Island circuit in Abu Dhabi. So here we are at Albert Park Circuit. 3.3 miles of public roads, closed for the weekend of course, make for a bumpy surface with little undulation. There are 16 corners around the lake with the best passing opportunities coming at turn 1 and turn 3. We have plenty of changes to the sport this year with tweaks to the regulations, a fresh-looking spread of tyre compounds, and of course some changes to the roster of car manufacturers. It's goodbye to Sauber and hello once again to the classic name of Alfa Romeo in Formula One. It's also goodbye to Force India. They've been rebranded as Racing Point. Joining me to take you through all the action of the 2019 Formula One season is Anthony Davidson. And it's great to have you with us.
Thanks, Crofty. Always happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to getting underway. Last year was Mercedes' 5th Constructors' title in a row, although for the first half of the season it was absolutely neck and neck with the Ferraris. Hopefully this year we can see the chasing pack take that final step, as I'd love to see a championship contest all the way up to the final race in Abu Dhabi. Another story to keep an eye on is the performance of Red Bull, who have switched to the Honda Power Unit this year. What that will mean for both their performance and reliability remains to be seen.
Right, on the grid now for the Australian Grand Prix. It's 25% race, so an easy one stop. Softs to mediums. Don't want to start on the mediums. The mediums in practice felt horrible. So I want to use the softs to start the race while we're on heavy fuel. So yeah, let's try and keep out of trouble. Maybe try and get in a few places, and you never know, we might score some points. Lights out, and we're away. Decent start. Oh, of course, Hamilton's already behind us. Right, I'm just going to take the inside line into turn 1, dive bomb everybody. And that, we're only in one place, which is on Lance Stroll. Into turn 3, dive bomb on Danny Kvyat. Decent start, gained a couple of places. Maybe try and gain a few more as everyone holds up each other on the opening lap. We'll take any place we got in this Williams.
We're looking good from the start.
Down the inside on Grosjean. Brake really early, so I'll take that. Up to 14th now from starting 17th. Not too bad as we in the first lap, but here comes Grosjean back at us again. Down the inside he goes. We're going to cut under, brake early, get good traction out the corner. Get in a slipstream. Try and maybe get him back. Bit of contact. Still wheel to wheel. Oh, there's a bit of contact. Grosjean spun. I tried to give him room. That's probably my fault, but you know. Hamilton's trying up the inside. It's probably best try. We'll try and fight him, obviously, but we're probably not going to be able to get back in front, or are we? Because we're going to go down the inside. No DRS at this point, so he's going to get us this time. We're going to try and keep it up the inside, we might as well try and fight him. It's ruining our race, but we might as well give it a go, because it will be the only time we get to race a Mercedes. Now we got Kvyat right on our tail. Now Kvyat goes down the inside. We're going to try and do what we did to Hamilton. We'll just brake early. Try and get a good run. Put it up to Rich. Try and get in a slipstream, but I think that position's gone. Stroll and I are trying to get past us, but we hold him off. Right, so coming to the end of lap 5 now. About to start lap 6. Danny Kvyat hasn't really pulled away. We're still in his DRS. Just about. We're not getting close enough to overtake him, but our pace isn't that bad. Right, end of lap 8 now. We are coming into the pits for our one and only stop. Lance Stroll goes on for another lap. Hopefully we have a quick pit stop.
Exit now.
1.9 second stops. Good pit stop by the boys. Can we get out ahead of Grosjean?
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this
It'll be
compound.
close, but I think we might just come out ahead of him, but he is going to be right behind us. And we'll have to try and defend down this back straight into turn 3. Hold him off for now. So about 6 or 7 laps to go to the end. Let's try and just hold on to as high a position as possible. Grosjean right behind us now, and he's got past. However, we will hopefully get DRS, which we will, down this back straight. So hopefully we can try and get him back. Go to the inside. Grosjean locks up. We just send it down the inside and get the position. Oh, I've gone a bit wide there. Grosjean's going to come back at us now, and I don't think this time we're going to be able to defend it. As there is Lance Stroll. Oh, we had to slow down for Lance Stroll. Oh, we're going 3 wide into turn 1, and that has somehow not ended up in a huge crash. Stroll has got ahead of us. We'll try and get him back, but right now we've got to deal with Grosjean. So the overcut has worked for Stroll. He stayed out 1 lap longer and is now ahead of us. And in all this, my teammate George Russell has closed up to the back of this field.
The car ahead has come in to fit the mediums. Car ahead, now running medium tyres. There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Starting lap 11, Grosjean's close, Grosjean's close. Grosjean's got in front, brilliant. It's now down to P80, and I've got a feeling Sainz is now going to get past us. His medium tyres are so horrible. We'll try and defend it, and we do. And he goes wide. Can George Russell get past him? Not quite. But now down to P18, Romain Grosjean has finally got past us. Sainz is now on the back of us. Trying to go around the outside, we hold him off for now. gone wide again in the final corner. Sainz will probably have a go at us now as we start lap 12.
The gap to the car ahead is 1.8
Try and force him to take a
seconds.
tight line, try and cut underneath him. Oh, he's locked up. And now I'm going to break the toe for him so Russell could maybe have a look and try and get ahead of him. And Russell's going to try and go around the outside. Oh, he had a look around the outside, but couldn't quite get past him. Sainz must be furious that he can't overtake a winner. Right, starting the final lap of this race now. We're still ahead of Carlos Sainz. He hasn't really been able to launch an attack until now, so this will be his last chance to. As long as we can stay ahead of him, I think it's been a decent race. The fact that we're not last and second to last, we're last and third last, the two Williams. However, we weren't expecting too much more, so hopefully as soon as we get some upgrades on the car, we can start to get higher up the field. But right now, it's just do the best we can with a terrible car. So hopefully, we stay ahead of Sainz. Bit of pride about that, so we beat a McLaren. Surprisingly, no retirements in this race. As Charles Leclerc wins the Australian Grand Prix. And Ferrari, they're about half a lap ahead of us. Sainz is getting closer. This will be his last opportunity. He's got one DRS zone to try and get past. Gets close but can't quite pull alongside. He might have a chance of running up to the line, but around the final corner now, can we stay ahead of him? We've gone very, very wide. We're going to try and break the toe. It'll be a run up to the line. Can we stay ahead of Sainz? Yes, I think we just did.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, so let's review the updated driver standings. Charles Leclerc's points today take him to the top of the championship standings. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
It's got to be Lewis Hamilton. I mean, he pulled off some impressive feats out on the track today, even by his standards.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari take the lead at the top of the table, and with that we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Right, looking into the upgrades now. We might try and do an upgrade in every department bar reliability. Engine power looks quite good, but obviously we're going to put an upgrade on that. We're going to get a front downforce upgrade. This is all for Bahrain, and we're also going to get a weight reduction upgrade, hopefully as well for Bahrain as well. So yeah, those upgrades will be coming. Hopefully they'll improve the car. But that is the end of episode 2, and I will see you in the next episode very soon.